You want me to put that on my todger?
Harry's wife. Boot them out. Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor. We haven't heard from Netflix Junkie for a little while, with their peculiar take upon all things Sussex. Here, the headline reads, "Give up. Perez Hilton slams boring Prince Harry and Harry's wife booting them out of the United States." Prince Harry and Harry's wife have long been the primary targets of countless criticism and backlashes from all ends. Well, that may well be the case. And why is it? Her behaviour and his also. All, of course, as a repeated need for the prime aims, but the haphazard nature of her mid-range narcissism means that she creates problem after problem. And having once been welcomed into the royal family and generally given a warm reception by many people, she simply fucked it up, as I've explained elsewhere. Netflix Junkie continues by explaining, following the chaotic month that entirely revolved around the exaggerated fiasco of the New York car chase, their counterparts have once again come to the surface with their unending backlashes. One of the well-known media personalities, Perez Hilton, also had his wild shot at targeting the Sussex couple following the scandal. As exclusively reported by Page 6, Hilton honestly affirmed that Prince Harry and Harry's wife need to give up and move back to the United Kingdom. The 45-year-old exclusively told the publication at the Tau's grand opening for Cathedral. The interview reportedly took place at the Aria Resort and Casino in Las Vegas on Saturday. Adding more to his remarks against the self-exiled couple, Hilton believes whatever is happening to them here in the United States was inevitable. He further added that he does not mean it as an adult. Oh, right, okay. Presumably means as a child then. But both the Duke and Duchess of Sussex are boring. Pausing there, Harry didn't used to be. He was the playboy prince, sometimes being a bit of an arse, other times being endearing, which made people like him. He was interesting. Whilst William had to be the sensible one and people understood that, they liked the fact that Harry, as the spare, could be a little bit wee, a bit wah, a little bit of weaving and bobbing going on. But then along came the spider, and when she sunk her fangs into him, she injected him with beige boredom. Meaning that the guy that would be all about, oh, yeah, vodkas, G&Ts, bonkers, night spot, yeah, boobies, brrr, suddenly became all about using buzzwords, finding himself, clearing his windscreen, sorting out his mental health, etc. You can imagine that Harry's wife would probably tie him to the bed as he sat there with a raging boner, expecting some spicy poontang. And then she wandered over, doing her burger-flipping sexiness, to then climb on board his pole and ride him while she ensured that he repeated after her various fridge magnet platitudes and self-affirming mantras. The poor man didn't stand a chance. The result of this is that one of the world's most boring women came along and not only sucked the man mayonnaise out of him, but also sucked the joy and entertainment out of him, replacing it with the standard beigeness for which she is known. She draws his fuel, she's taken character traits, but she's also taken the joy and amusement out of Harry's life, making him boring. She's boring. We know that. We hear it every time she opens her mouth. Netflix Junkie continues, shedding light on their controversies with their royal base in the United Kingdom. The blogger also pointed out that the only thing which makes them appease the general public is the family in the United Kingdom and all of that drama. Having made his savage swipe, the blogger did not hold back from saying that they would not make it into Hollywood in the long run. Perez Hilton believes Hollywood has no space for Prince Harry and Harry's wife. With that, he described how Prince Harry and Harry's wife are just any other celebrities in America. They are not royals to us. We are not their subjects, claimed Hilton, who wants the couple to abide by the celebrity rules that all of them follow across the pool. Across the pool? I think you mean the pond. You have to work at it to maintain your celebrity, further elaborated the podcast host, because he believes that hard work is the only way to monetize your celebrity, is to maximize it and feed the machine. Nonetheless, Prince Harry and Harry's wife have never denied the fact. Rather, for all we know, they have always worked towards the development of mankind, right, and their own, through various charitable endeavours and philanthropic activities with media houses. It's then posed, what do you think of Hilton's comments on the Sussexes? Let us know in the comments below. And surprisingly, there are no comments. As ever, Netflix junkie clearly translating the information, thus it comes across in a rather strange way. It's an attempt, of course, from Netflix junkie to be supportive of the Sussexes, but it invariably fails as it just highlights the fact of the boring beigeness that Paris Hilton has talked about, and the fact that they are simply celebrities, and not particularly interesting ones at that. He suggests that they should be booted out. I'm sure there's plenty of people in the good old United States who would accord with that view. They don't understand the purpose of Harry because, as Americans, they are not a group of people that have been brought up with a monarchy. Furthermore, many people's reaction to Harry's wife is, sorry, who is that? And what does she do? Alongside with others believing, no, she's an awful human being. I don't want anything to do with her. I don't want to know any more about her. She may as well return with her husband and go back to the United Kingdom. Those in the United Kingdom, of course, will be responding, we don't want them over here. You can keep them. And could there be a transatlantic tug of war? Harry's wife is unlikely to return to the United Kingdom. The threats to control remain so great with regard to her perception of a hostile populace, a hostile media, and, of course, a royal family that simply doesn't like her. All based, of course, on her behaviour, something that she repeatedly fails to understand and accept. Unless there is a substantial shift in those factors, Harry's wife isn't going to return to the United Kingdom, and therefore, were she somehow booted out from the United States, she would end up having to go somewhere else. As for Harry, he may well return, but it would be in tragic circumstances for him, because it's likely that that would occur as a consequence of her disengaging from him and divorcing him, something that I have predicted previously. More nonsense from Netflix junkie, but another opportunity to explain that through the prism of Harry's wife's narcissism. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.